What does she look like?
I remember her. She was very nervous, sort of worried.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time. This is a very niche video, I have to admit, but I wanted to put it out there. I'm going to do a series of themed videos that are literally grouping 5 books together that are probably more often than not non-fiction. We'll see how it goes, but I'm starting with someone that I've mentioned a fair amount on the channel. It's not a massive surprise that I'm kind of championing her on here if you have seen my videos before. But this is a video that basically talks about 5 different books about Kate Bush. So Kate Bush is a singer-songwriter, vocalist, piano player, producer, video director, dancer, amazing woman. And I've been a fan of her since I was a little boy, and I'm not a little boy anymore. I'm in my 50s, and I've always loved what she does. I had the incredible luck, really, because everybody wanted one, of getting the golden ticket to go and see her in the 2014 reappearance of her live performances. There's a 36-year gap between her 2 live tours. I mean, the 2014 was in one venue, and she wanted to choose that venue because that's where she played before. So it was kind of, she's not someone who is particularly confident in what she does, considering what an amazing creative talent she is, and what an amazing brain she's got, and how incredibly musical she is, and all the things she's done. She's not a very confident person. So anyway, she felt the security in choosing the venue that she'd used before. So which is why she chose that one, and had to redesign it all to sort of fit what she wanted to do. And it was an incredible show. It was an absolutely incredible show. And such a unique, unforgettable experience. I mean, I think I can sum up the extreme of the experience by telling you that one song, I mean, there was many times this happened, but one song in particular had 3 different standing ovations during the song. Everybody was so, I think everybody felt so lucky to be there. Nobody expected her to tour again. Nobody expected her to play live again. She doesn't really enjoy doing it. And she was so grateful to us as well. She kept thanking us for being there, which is hilarious. But yeah, so I did get that chance to see her in 2014. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe it's 10 years ago now. But I've always loved what she does. And I'm just going to talk about 5 books that are quite different. I mean, some more different lovers, if you like. There's 2 biographies in the middle. But yeah, if you like her stuff and you thought, yeah, you know, you might like one of these, I don't know. They go from one extreme to the other. One could be for a casual fan, and then the last one is definitely not for a casual fan. So, start off with this one, How to Be Invisible. So this is a book of lyrics of Kate Bush's stuff. She's an amazing lyricist, and it's not just the words that she writes are beautifully written, but the concepts behind the words are always interesting, and she's got a bit of a left field angle on how to tackle lyric writing at all. You know, how do you come up with lyrics for the songs? I write lyrics myself, and would never dream of some of the ideas that she has for some of these songs. It's amazing. So quite a literate attitude to lyric writing, and you can see how much she pours that love of literature and that love of telling stories into her lyrics. So yeah, kind of a good but interesting, but quite recently released actually as well. So if you fancy that one, it's pretty good. This next one isn't something I'd necessarily recommend, but it's the first book I had by her. It's one of the oldest books I own, as in one of the books I've had for the longest. So I think I was 12 or 13 when I had this. So a long time ago, when I first discovered her, I remember getting it for Christmas, and it's the Secret History of Kate Bush, and the Strange Art of Pop, and that's kind of an interesting subheading for this book, because a lot of it deviates away from Kate Bush and just talks about songwriting and popular music and lyric writing and her place in the whole situation in the charts at the time in the 80s. So this came out in 83, I think it was, and she'd only done The Kick Inside, Lionheart, Never Forever, and The Dreaming. So she'd only done those 4 albums at this point. So the author, Fred Vermerel, couldn't talk about Hounds of Love. She hadn't done Hounds of Love, which is her masterpiece, and was talking about these other things, but a lot of time looking at the way she'd written the songs and interpreting them in quite bizarre ways in some. I don't agree with everything he said about the songs. Some of it's because it's very blatant things that she was getting at with the songs. But sometimes he delves right. It goes into funny directions with some of the things he says. But interesting book. It's the first book I had about her, and a big kind of landmark in my childhood. I literally, when I quickly looked through it, I really did have a big impact on me. It kind of made the songs come more alive as well, which is quite cool. And then I've got 2 biographies to look at. So this one is just called The Biography, Kate Bush. And this is by Rob Jovanovic. Rob Jovanovic. And it's quite good. I like this. There's lots of anecdotal stuff in there from people she's worked with. And it covers quite a fair amount of time. The order it talks about stuff is quite odd. Sometimes it jumps about a little bit, which is fine. It came out in 2005, so a lot of her albums are covered here, and it's got some good insights into the way she works, and a lot about her upbringing. She's a very private person, so there's some stuff in there about how elusive she's been and how the press tried to find out about how she was, and like when there was a rumor that she had a child, which was her son Bertie, there was like a helicopter going over her house trying to find this secretive child that she had and all that, so she just wanted to be left alone and stuff like that in there. But yeah, it's an interesting book. This one is better, I think, and historically I've had 2 different versions of this. I had the original version. This is Under the Ivy, The Life and Music of Kate Bush by Graham Thompson. I had the original version of this and I really liked it a lot, and I've probably still got the original version somewhere, but this is the updated version. I wanted to get the updated version, new edition, see that? I wanted to get this one because I like the original so much, and yeah, it's a really good book. So if you wanted one book on Kate Bush, I'd recommend this one. And it's got lots of insight in there from her, as well as some from the people she works with. It's got kind of landmark moments in her career discussed in detail, lots of detail. It goes right up to not just 50 Words for Snow, which was the last full album she did, but also it covers the 2014 shows in London as well, because that's why it's like a new edition, because he added some bits about that, so that's pretty cool. So how she created the show, which was definitely a very theatrical show. So yeah, Under the Ivy is definitely one I'd recommend if you do want to know more about her and how she'd created the albums. And then, if you are uber fan, you may know about this book already, but you may not do, and clearly you're not going to get this if you're a casual fan. This is well expensive. It's between 70 and 80 quid, and it's a very posh book. I keep it in a box. Actually, I've taken it out of the box to use for this video. It's a book called Inside the Rainbow, Kate Inside the Rainbow. It's by John Carter Bush. That's her older brother, and he's always been a photographer, and he's been like at all the recordings or the video shoots. He's been in the videos, and he's followed her career as a very close brother. They had a very close relationship, and photographed her all the way through that. And there's pictures of her as a child as well. So like as her early life. If I find some examples of that. Yeah, so this is pictures of her when she was younger. Whoop. That kind of thing. So obviously he'd have that as a brother, but then you've got some awesome pictures of her from the stills from the videos that she made. That's clearly Army Dreamers. And she's also had like, this is from the photo sessions from Hounds of Love, I think. Yeah, that's definitely from Hounds of Love. That's from Running Up That Hill. So lots and lots of I love that photo. So yeah, if you're an Uber fan, then you might like this book, Kate Inside the Rainbow. And it says on the back, a unique collection of rare and unseen photographs of Kate Bush taken by her brother, the photographer and writer John Carter Bush. So yeah, that's clearly for the Uber fan. So there we are, 5 books about Kate Bush. If you're a fan, let me know in the comments. If you think, who is this woman? And you want to then look up her stuff, because you may know Wuthering Heights, you may know Running Up the Hill, you may know Cloud Busting, you may know Babushka. Don't know. Have a look up her stuff. She's amazing. But especially look up Hounds of Love album. It's a work of genius. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay curious.
Paint me a picture of what it's like to be you. Sit up on your high chair